Hello everyone, it's Dawnspire back here again. After a very long break, I finally decided to make another video, and today this video is focused around No Man's Sky. Now, you probably know what No Man's Sky is. It's a game that came out this year in August, but due to some marketing, let's just call it problems, the game promised to be a lot more than it actually was, and people actually quite hated it. I myself never found it that bad, except that it got boring really quick. But now the developers released an update, and I thought it's time looking into the update again and looking into No Man's Sky again. So I downloaded it again, and here we are. So this update is called the Foundation update, and basically it adds quite a few things. It adds base building and I think a few new materials and just different stuff. But obviously the main stuff is base building and freighters, which you can see up there already, so this is pretty damn cool, to be honest. I'm gonna show you my freighter later on, but for now let's focus on base building. So throughout the universe you can find these buildings. These are the base foundations, basically. You get here and you activate it. Now you can basically what you can do is you can get bases and build your own bases and make a planet your home planet. Now this is actually quite cool, but there's a lot of things you can do. It's quite a big update, and basically we'll find these little things here, these little bunkers with this machine in here, and you can talk to it and you can take this base, you can claim it, and then you can start building around it. Now I'm not gonna claim this base, since as you can probably read, I've already designed a base, so I guess I'm gonna show you that. Give me one second, I'm just gonna turn down the sound. Okay, that's better, much better. So let's hop into my ship over here. The controls are still quite glitchy and broken, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, what's also important, this is creative mode, so they added 3 new game modes to the game. The first game mode is the standard normal survival. The second one is hardcore survival, which has like less resources and everything. That's a bit harder. And then they've added a creative mode into the game, where basically you can run around and build and explore as much as you want without having to worry about resources. So I actually really like this implementation, because it makes everything a lot easier, as you can see. And I will never ever run out of anything. So if I look at my menu here, you can see I can craft whatever I want, really. Oh my god, I'm flying too fast. And I don't even need the things. I can build whatever I want, as long as I have the recipe. So quite a lot I can do, all thanks to this new creative mode. Now let's return to my base here. I just flew over it like an idiot. Okay, so as you can see, now it's spawning in, it takes a while. You can build a lot of stuff. A lot of different things. You can see the frame rate drops a bit. But yeah, this is my basic base here, right here. Now let's get a good look on this. I didn't really plan anything. Just this big thing, I just built a little wall here to keep out the space Mexicans. Now, as you can see, you can color it from blocks, and that looks really cool from the outside. So you can give it like a really nice touch. You can add different kinds of logos. You can add these banners. This is just like decoration and everything. You have these doors, and I'm gonna go into the building mode in a second to show you. This is also really cool. This door will close and open depending if I'm near or not. So if I move away it will close, and if I get close again it will open. But that's just one of the many functions that come with this new update. So I'm gonna show you everything that I built, and then we're gonna go and explore the building mode. Now these are some blocks I built them in a red color. I wanted to build something with them, but I kinda didn't get to it, so we're gonna do this later on. We have a beacon. We can build beacons. They're basically available everywhere. So if you press up on your D-pad, mine, this is on PS4, you will get to this window, and normally when you're outside of a base building radius, or you haven't even claimed the base yet, you will only get technology. You can spawn save points, you can buy these signal scanners that will scan for bases for you, communication stations, automatic mining units basically, which I really like. I think that's a great addition to vanilla, to the normal games. Can't really place one here because there's like no resources. I'm gonna look into this later on. I placed one already, and it's quite cool. It's useful. You also got the signal. Basically, it's what you see over here. It's like a signal that shows you wherever you're at. And that's it for technology, but that's not the cool part. The cool part is actually going into your base. You can see I have double doors here from my walls. You can build these windows. And exploring the bases and building them. This is a lot of fun, and I'm gonna show you more about it later on. Everything you see here was customly built. There's like basically 4 walls, a ceiling, and the floor is what's always the same. The rest was built by me. Now, as you can see, that's interesting. I didn't notice that yet, so that's a glitch. It's not absolutely perfect, but I kind of provoked this one. You can build a lot of decorations, windows and everything to make things bright, and you can also build specialist desks. Now when you begin building in normal mode, you won't have a lot of recipes, so you can't really build anything. But what you can do is you can build a construction guy, and I'm gonna show you this guy right now. This is, by the way, this is an engineer, so I can hire him and he will help me improve my things by giving me new plans and stuff like that. You can also build these nice landing bases, and they really fit to any base theme. Now this is my construction guy. By talking to him, I get missions and plans, and that's how I can learn to build many more things, like, for example, the desk of my Mr. Scientist here. You can also build these chests and stuff like that. These things are more for decorations, but you can build those things which you can find randomly. And you can also build them now. They usually spawn around buildings, you can build them. Same thing goes for the greens. That's not bad actually. Okay, here we have, I built it from a farmer, but I don't have a farmer yet. You can recruit these people as space stations. There's always like 2 or something. So that's where you get them. But I don't have anything yet. I didn't find a farmer. I found a scientist and a trader. So that's about it for now, but I'm definitely gonna look into getting a weapon guy. You can also build terminals for the galactic market, just like you would find in any space station. Then there is quite a lot more to it. I built a little system here where you can go. There's a door here. There's an entrance. Here's a flag I built, kind of like a second entrance out of the wall. You can have these corridors with glass, and they just look amazing. Now, the grass in here is a bit of a problem, but that's something you will experience with most games like this. This reminds me a lot of Subnautica, if you play that, and it also has a problem with stuff from the ground coming out of the base. This is all built. You can build nice things like desks and everything, just decoration. And oh, and this one, can't pick it up really, but it looks nice. So let's get out of here. Now maybe look at the core. Yeah, let's look at the core. That's good. So this is the core. This is what you start with. If you had a base previously, all the things will be stored here. And this is the teleporter. This is probably the most amazing thing. I'm just gonna show you the teleporter real quick. I can use these teleporters to teleport between the last station I visited, and my home planet base. So let's go. It's the same. It's a loading screen basically. It's the same as the hyperdrive. I think to use a teleporter you actually need an Atlas pass, but I'm not sure. If I remember correctly, you need like a version 1, and you will come out here. As you can see, nothing much has changed really here. And I could go over there, but it's exactly the same, so there might be like one more guy. So they haven't changed the space stations too much. They just changed like that you're now able to actually recruit people here, which is quite cool in my opinion. But since I already recruited everyone at the station, there's not gonna be anyone left. So let's go back to my home base here. Now that you saw what this looked like, we're back in my... I named it Galaxy Nerf and I uploaded it. Gave it different names, just so we can remember the galaxy and I know which one it was. Tried to give it a bit of a theme, but I really didn't end up doing anything more. Now let's try and look at how we can build stuff. Oh, and maybe the last thing here that's really cool is the containers. You go in, I colored them blue, you can go here and you can store them. You can build 9 different containers and it will give you different stuff. And you have 1,000, so that's like really a lot. Here I have like 250. In here I can store 1,000 units, so that's really cool. They're great for vanilla again. Now let's build something. You build by, as I said, pressing the up button on your D-pad. And you will start off probably somewhere around here. Now, what you can do automatically is you can press up and down to rotate between the different things. Here you will see all of the different structure things. So we have fundaments, we have the rooms, which you can see here and here. You can build, you can stack and build giant towers. You can get the corridors, build here, corridor, corner, T corridor and X corridor. You can build all of it, and you can build the cool ones with the glass. That's it for the structures. The infrastructure is a bit more complicated, you could say. It's more focused around basically building, well, it's really hard to explain. It's basically just blocks, and you can build with these blocks too. They cost 20 something monoxide, so that's not a lot. You can, the good thing is you can build most of these things in normal game mode, as none of these things are too expensive. So we build a little something here. Let's build one of these gates. I don't think the gates actually snap to anything. I think we need to build this. Can we build this here? I don't think this will snap. Shit, okay. Nah, this is not gonna work as I imagined it would. Obviously it's not gonna. Let's check out what can we do. Huh, this is harder to demonstrate than I thought it would be. I can't stack these things, god damn it. Okay. Let's build it like this, maybe now. Will it now connect, please? Will this? This can connect now, right? Okay, it doesn't. It's not perfect yet. By the way, by pressing L2, you can go into delete mode. That's quite useful. And you can also color things with L2. So if I press L2, go up, I can color stuff like this. Is it? Isn't colored really? Oh yeah. Now it has a yellow tone. Looks cool. You can be. I can imagine doing a lot of different things with this. Now I think these only work on fixed things, so I'm not sure where. So I guess that's why it doesn't work here. Fundaments, basic stuff. You can build like a lot of basic stuff with this. Now let's take a look at containers. I already showed you those. You can build 9 of them. 10, sorry. Here we have decorations. These look really cool. You can place them down, give them like a number combination. You also have the classic Atlas. So if you want to show you're like a traveler of the Atlas, boom. Now next we have the rooms, and this one is one of the better ones. You can build the rooms with this. Just build those here and they will automatically connect most of the time. You can do a lot of crazy stuff. You can build the windows here, really easy, everything. You get the fundamentation if you need it. It seems quite simple, but you can do like, I think you can do the most with that. So here we go to room parts. We got the door. This is quite easy. We place it down, go in. staircases here, the little ones. Galactic terminal. I'm gonna delete that though, because it's taken up. You only got like, basically it says 100% to build stuff. So you gotta be careful that you don't build too much, or else you can't build anything else. You also can build ladders if the room is big. That only works in round rooms though. You got these windows, but they also only work on those round rooms, so they're not gonna help you with the thing itself. And the doors will work on almost everything, at least on the rooms. Next what we have are 3 more things. We got the lights. This is really basic stuff, I'm not gonna go too deep in it. It's just lights, it's nothing special. Here we got this planting stuff, but I'm gonna show you this later on my freighter, because I already built something for that. Technology, I covered that. Only thing new is this here. And with it, you can build it anywhere. And you can land your ship on it, just like I showed you over there. Now decorations, there's a lot. You get desks, you get these things for the walls, you get that. I'm just gonna place a few of them down. Ah shit, okay, what did I get? Damn, I didn't travel that far, okay. You can build all kinds of stuff. Most of this isn't really useful, doesn't really serve any purpose, but these are cool, the banners. You can show like, yeah, this is my faction. Flags are pretty cool. Seats, they're amazing, especially... Oh, this one is hovering. Especially because you can do that. Watch that. Isn't this just the best thing you ever saw? Okay. So you can build tables, you can build different interfaces. It's not... Most of this does not serve a real anything actually. It's just for fun. But what does serve a purpose is this one, the specialist terminals. You can build 1 per planet, I think. I'm gonna actually I want to keep this on my spaceship, but you can build them like that to walls mounted, and you can build 1 I think per planet, 1 per base. There's for construction. This is the first one you're gonna build. He's gonna help you get all the different resources and things you need for more base building. Then I think the next thing is a scientist terminal. He will just give you different missions, different recipes. Then will be the weapon terminal, or the I'm not sure which one is next. This one is gonna help you build, improve the base with things like, for example, planting stations. And this guy's gonna help you build weapons, and this is the main man. I don't have him yet, but I really want him because I want weapon plans and upgrading my multi-tool. I'm gonna show you how to place 1 down of these later on. But basically that's it for base building. You can get quite creative with it. You have like a lot of different things you can do with it. It really depends on how much you want to spend and if you're gonna play in creative or not. But for survival, this can actually be quite a decent thing. Now let's go to the, I think the second best part of this is the freighters. And you can get yourself a freighter. And that's about as epic as it sounds. Basically, let me get out into orbit. These freighters will randomly spawn everywhere basically. You can find them wherever larger fleets of ships are. You can find yourself a freighter. And as soon as you found one, you can fly up to it and enter it. Now as you can see here, I summoned my freighter because it's already mine. I can do that by pressing the down pad and then pressing X on an empty space, and I can summon my freighter. Now over there are a few ships. Maybe there's one I could buy, but I don't wanna because I have this one here. And I'm gonna show you this freighter here, how it looks. This is completely mine. I don't know. I don't want to shoot it, to be honest. I don't know what will happen. But it has pretty good defensive systems. I could even imagine calling this in a space battle. Now you fly here, you will get the lockdown. You will fly automatically into the ship's ports. It has 3 open ports, and different ships will actually land from time to time. So it's a good place. It's basically like a space station. And you can find and buy new ships in here. And so this is what it looks like. At least the one I've seen. This is the first one I actually saw, and I bought it in creative. So this is basically what it looks like. Looking quite cool. You can get up here, and there's 2 main features of this. as we keep ascending, we have two main places to go. We have this place. This is where the commander is at, and this is where you can actually buy the ship. So this, I really like this. It looks really cool. It looks like a ship. It looks like I would imagine a spaceship. So you go up here to this guy, the commander, and he will sell you his freighter for a lot of money. A lot of money. I think 7 million plus. And since I already bought it, I can now transfer items. Now, well, you see, I have here, I can store 500. Here I can store 1,000, and I got 18 spaces for that. So I can store 18 times 1,000, 18,000 materials. So that's really a lot. And that's not even the coolest part yet. I think the best part of this, by far the best part, is the combination of freighters and base building. So as you probably imagine, yes, you can build on these freighters. You go into this special building section. Here it will give you a little thing so it indicates you're in the base building section now. And boom, you're free to build whatever you want. You can build corridors, you can build cube rooms, you can build anything. I can go here. This is just a room I built. Nothing too special here. A few limitations here and there. It isn't as huge and as functional as on the ground, but it's still pretty damn nice. So let's look at this. I didn't really build anything here yet, but I could indeed build a specialist. So I now have a weapon specialist here. If I recruit one, I can carry him wherever I want, because you can summon the freighter wherever you want. Build a little light here. Go down the ladders. It works quite well. I've only been experiencing minor bugs, so they really... It's not a, like, there's not too many bugs here. It's quite well thought of. You can go here. This is this plant section. You can build the plant station here. Like this. And then you can just, if you have the parts, you can select whatever plant you want and just plant that. And now it will start and it will grow over time. That's interesting. Okay, so now I have like these mushrooms here. You actually need, like, for some of them you actually need special gloves, it seems like. That's really interesting. I didn't even notice that yet. That's the thing when you play as in creative. Now let's get that over to my ship. And I can actually... Oh, that's cool. I can actually directly transfer anything to and from my freighter. The Herudium, by the way, is something I mined with one of the mining stations. I just left that up and it mined everything for me, so that's also pretty damn nice. I don't play survival. Maybe one day I'll start again, but like I could imagine this being really useful for anyone who wants to try survival. Because you have so much more inventory with this. Probably the first thing I would ever build would be one of the freighters. Now, I built this entire room by using blocks. And this one. And I can still go on, so I can really build something as I want it to be built. Again, I really love this update just for how it looks and everything, and just the feeling of having your own base is so fucking nice. It's just a great feeling. Okay, this is the last section. I just spilled a little bed here. And that's about it for freighters. You can build here, have your terminals, and also have some nice agriculture. And you also get like a ton of space. So all in all, that's like the two main features of this update. It's the freighters and the base building. To be honest, I really enjoy both of them, and I've built the base. I've spent a lot of time. I don't know if you can have multiple bases. If you can, that's like the best thing ever, but I'm not sure about that. The freighters are cool. You can have one freighter at a time. It works basically like your ship. But it's also a very, very neat system to have, and it's definitely a reason to keep playing just a bit. And to get to the end level, it's just gonna be really helpful when you just farm in special stuff. You can transfer it here, and you don't have to worry about carrying it. Tell me in the comments if you like this update. I mean, probably most of us are not gonna play No Man's Sky. For good reason. There have been a lot of problems. I always kinda liked it, and since I already bought it, I'm definitely gonna keep on playing a bit. I don't think this update alone is worth buying the game. But if they continue updating at a good rate, and with good new features, I could actually imagine this game being at least good. Let's just say that, let's just keep it at that. So yeah, if you have this game and you still have it downloaded, you should at least try it out. It's definitely worth looking at it, and it's brought me a few fun hours. The update is live, I think, since yesterday, or maybe Tuesday, maybe Sunday, I'm not sure. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to leave a like or a comment or both. And maybe if you like this this kind of content and you want to see another video in like a year or so, then also please subscribe. It really helps me out and it gets me quite motivated, to be honest. I will probably get back to making Destiny content at some point in the future when there's more to make. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.